Most of you probably know that the first Rebbe in the United States of America was Rabbi in Buffalo, New York, of all places. I discovered this when I became a Rav in Buffalo, New York, and Hasidim would flock from all over the world to spend some time davening in his newly renovated oyel. The president of my shul, Richard Berger, went on a little bit of a mission to find some historical documentation. And he discovered and then photocopied and laminated from what was then called the American Hebrew. It was the Jewish newspaper of the time. And there used to be a Buffalo section. And if you go to the Young Israel of Buffalo today, you could find this laminate. And on this page, it discusses this Rebbe. It was written and published in 1911. It talks about how he arrived in Buffalo, the shul, the minyan, the shurim that he gave, and the legacy that he left behind. And if you look closely at that page, you'll notice advertisements for suits for 35 cents. And you also see other entries of news items in and around Buffalo, New York in 1910, 1911. And there was one story that caught my eye. November 20th, 1911. Fred Allman, living on Delaware Avenue, gave a class, remember, 1911, whose title was The History of the Early Jews of Buffalo, New York. And whenever I share this with anyone, they always laugh, as if he should have known that he was from the early Jews of Buffalo, New York. Everybody believes they live in modern times, when in reality, we are always bequeathing what we do to some distant future, and we will be some distant future's past. You look around the world today, how fast and quickly it's developing. Technology on the one hand, but also culture on the other hand. What are we bequeathing to the next generation? Pirkei Avos famously begins with a listing of the Messiah of Torah. The Sfarim wonder, why not Bava Metzia? Why not Masechtas Brachos? Why is it that Pirkei Avos, that discusses Midas Taivas, how to perceive the world, Hashkafa, has to give you the breakdown of the Messiah of Torah? Because many of us think, Rabbanim are making it up as they go. Not true, say the Achrayim. That Masechta Befrat specifically is telling you that there is a Messiah we must follow. And we must ask ourselves, what will they say about us? The early Jews in America, in the days right before Mashiach Tzidkenu, Sheyavai b'mehera b'yameinu.